Dalglish knew at that time all right. Throws the ball down and disgusted himself for being caught there. And Kevin Ratcliffe will take another free kick for Everton. Only Ratcliffe and Mims inside the Everton half. Long free kick, headed on by Sharp. Lineker's inside the penalty area. Half cleared. Breaks ball for Everton. Just outside the area now. McDonald finally stretches out that long right leg. Directs the ball back to Grobbelaar. Grobbelaar once more gets the clearance in quickly. Headed on by Rush, but there's no one in support for the Liverpool striker. And it goes straight through to Mims. Mims plays a 1-2 with Gary Stevens, his right full-back. Decides against throwing the ball to Van den Heijn, kicks long. Drops midway inside the Liverpool half. Good control by Lineker, the goal scorer. Still in possession. Plays it 15 yards to his right for Stevens, just outside the penalty area. Cuts inside, tries the shot. Wide of Grobbelaar. Goal behind for a goal kick for Liverpool.
Certainly Everton look more effective at the moment. Last 20 minutes of the first half. In these few minutes we've had since half-time. Midfield players joining up with the front players. That's the difference between them and Liverpool at the moment. McDonald, Whelan, Mulby, Johnson not really linking with Rush and Dalglish. They've got to get together a bit more often to put pressure on Everton's defence. But it's hard against Everton because they push out very quickly. And the midfield players in front of them are fighting for the ball as well.
1-0 to Everton here at Wembley. Up at Hampden Park, I can tell you that it looks like heartbreak for Hearts. It's now Aberdeen 2, Hearts 0, a second goal for John Hewitt. Liverpool on the attack with Dalglish, and then Dalglish is beaten by a combination of Mountfield and Stevens. It's now with Trevor Stevens. Runs straight into Kevin McDonald, and McDonald looked to have run the ball out of play, but the referee awarded a free kick, taken quickly by McDonald. Rush inside the penalty area, lays it back for the shot by Kenny Dalglish, high over the bar, left-footed. Kenny puts his hands on his hips, disgusted with the effort, and it's a goal kick to Everton.
Well, McDonald there, he was very alert. He had the free kick taken before Everton knew what was happening. And as the ball came in, it was great skill by Rush because he had his back to the goal. He fought off the challenge of Mountfield and laid it back into the path of Dalglish. Coming in, it was a hard shot really, that Alan. It was on his left foot, it was at an angle, it was a difficult one. But no one of his best, as you say.
Trevor Stevens for Everton, midway inside the Liverpool half, far side of the field. That's the Everton right in the second half. Back to Stevens, forward to Reid, hard on that touchline. Back to Bracewell, quickly played forward. Lineker, back to Stevens. Good build up by Everton. Stevens with a low cross. Nichols there for Liverpool, and Nichols clears for about a couple of yards from the penalty spot. Out of play on the far side for a throw into Everton. Stevens, the fullback, will take it. Down to the feet of Reid. Reid turns inside, one red shirt, then a second, lays it to Van den Heijn. Van den Heijn's cross, not a good one, but Beglin has difficulty controlling it, and Liverpool give it away. It's with Sheedy, outside the counter, inside, shot from Sheedy, shot wide! And Liverpool can only blame themselves. What a mess in their defence. And Kevin Sheedy took his opportunity very, very well. Sprinted past the defence, the right foot shot, just wide of Grobbelaar's goal.
Yes, he got in a mess there, Beglin, and somebody got in a mess. And consequently, when the ball broke, Sheedy showed the greater aggression. He took it in between them, but on his left foot would have been in. Right foot just past the post. Grobbelaar would have had no chance.
7 minutes gone in the second half. It's still Everton 1, Liverpool 0. Gary Lineker with his 40th goal of the season in the 28th minute. And Lineker and Sharp between them have now scored 64 goals this season. Of such are trophies won. And I wonder will that prove the case this afternoon. Everton have a free kick just inside the Liverpool half. On the Everton left, Ratcliffe will take it. Drops it into that Liverpool penalty area, headed clear by Lawson. Goes to Bracewell. Bracewell claims a handball against Johnson, and the referee awards the free kick. The boos come up from the Liverpool fans. And this free kick for Everton, midway inside the Liverpool half. About 30 yards out, and it will be a very long-range effort as Kevin Sheedy has to go from here. 5 in the wall. Sheedy tries the shot, and good save by Grobbelaar. Dive low to his left-hand post and push Sheedy's shot away for a corner. It seems so far out, there didn't seem to be that much danger, but Sheedy can really strike him with his left foot. another corner. Sheedy will take it, left-footed, in swinging to the near post. McDonald gives away another corner, and Liverpool flapping just a little bit at the moment.
Yes, it was a great free kick by Sheedy, that. I mean, he was all of 30 yards. A bit of wind behind him now, Phil Allen. He had a bit of confidence. He did it with the outside of his foot. It seemed to be curling into the far post. Grobbelaar did very well. It was hard to see when it was in from this angle, but
Sheedy with the other corner. In swinging, headed clear by Moldy. It's going to drop to the feet of Reed. Out to Sheedy once more. First time cross. Sharp is under it. Grobbelaar can't make it. And Lawrenson has to clear away from the post for Liverpool. Everton still in possession. Bracewell, the high cross, right-footed. Sharp is under it. The ball bouncing dangerously, and Liverpool really don't know where they are at the moment. Beckman and Grobbelaar getting in a terrible triangle. Grobbelaar finally gets the ball. He has more than a few words with Jim Beckman. And really, that was actually quite over the top from the goalkeeper. Even if it was justified, at one stage he pushed Beckman away.
yeah, looks like a temperamental suspect apart from that. They were squaring up to each other for a minute, and naturally, Grobbelaar gave him a shot. But I think it was a bit of temperament that lost it. There seemed to be no problem at all at first, but it all stemmed from the fact when Grobbelaar got the first cross, and they all looked a bit edgy then. It was, I should imagine Kenny Dalglish and everybody with a red scarf on this ground was very pleased when Grobbelaar last had the ball in his hands there.
Well, the Everton fans loving the start to the second half of their team as they are wondering perhaps if they can capitalise on this present uncertainty in the Liverpool ranks and get a second goal. The ball hit long by Mims, headed clear by Hansen. Drops though to Stevens for Everton, far side of the field. Stevens is short and he gets the ball and hits it long, looking for Bracewell. Now it's with Sharp, a yard in from the far touchline. Wins the throw-in off Jim Beckman, who is looking the most uncertain of the Liverpool defenders at the moment. And Stevens, level with the edge of the Liverpool penalty area, winds up those arms once more, throws long, great depth, but straight into the arms of Grobbelaar on that occasion. And Grobbelaar could do with calming things down for a moment or so, letting his defence sort themselves out and getting closer to the halfway line. And what does he do? He makes a terrible mess of the clearance. It's allowed to play on the far side of the field for a throw-in to Everton. Stevens will take it. The right full-back. Firmly entrenched, it seems, in Bobby Robson's plans for Mexico and England. Ball midway inside the Everton half. Backfield just a little short with the pass back to Mims. Rush was hurrying towards the Everton goalkeeper, but he was out safely as far as Everton were concerned. Has possession now, edge of his penalty area. Right footed from right to left. He's going to drop into the path of Lineker, but Nicol and Lawrence are between them. Win possession for Liverpool, back with Grobbelaar, and the clearance hit first time. Whelan, poor pass inside, off the head of Nicol. Vandenhuis, long ball forward. Lineker's chasing, he's onside. Hansen is there. And Hansen, the Liverpool captain, gets there a yard ahead of Gary Lineker, something that didn't happen in the 28th minute when Lineker scored, and Liverpool survived. Beckman now hits another long pass. Dalglish chases. Mountfield wins it though for Everton. Good pass out to the far side of the field for Stevens, who then gives the ball away to Whelan. Inside to Moldy, just outside the penalty area. Norman Rush inside the area. Great goal for them. And Rush has scored. 12 minutes gone in the second half. Liverpool get the equaliser with a lovely swift move, but what cold finishing from Ian Rush. He gathered the ball just inside the penalty area, danced around Mims, and then stroked it beautifully left-footed into the goal. His 32nd of the season. It's Everton 1, Liverpool 1.
And I think Gary Stevens will remember that for a long time, because he had possession of the ball. There was no problem when the ball was given to him by Mountfield. He tried to play it down the line. He put it straight into Mulvey's path. They got sorted themselves out quickly. It was a chance. Mulvey made it into a chance. It was a through ball. And it was incredible, really. Rush was magnificent in that one-against-one situation. You know, Alan, Mulvey actually knocked the referee over when he went to congratulate Rush there. He was unexcited.
Liverpool on the attack once more. Craig Johnson plays a rather hopeless cross, actually, because there were no Liverpool players that far forward. Runs harmlessly to the far side of the field for Stephen. Back to him. The official attendance this afternoon, 98,000, and the receipts, tidy little sum, Jim, about your salary and mine put together, £1,100,000. Everton won, Liverpool won, and the statistic, which is always quoted on occasions like this, but you can't help it, Ian Rush, when he has scored for Liverpool, they've never lost. What omen does that hold for the rest of this match? Just over half an hour left of normal time. Mulvey trying to find Rush once more. The ball eludes the world striker, the goal scorer. Back to Mims. Ball quickly thrown out, far side of the field for Stevens, whose error helped cause that goal as far as Liverpool were concerned. But that's no criticism of the build-up, which was lovely and sharp and great finishing from Ian Rush. Hansen now deep in the Liverpool half. Lineker is there, so too is Sharp, and finally Lineker diving in, touches the ball harmlessly past the Liverpool goal line. Goal kick for Liverpool.
Yes, I think Liverpool needed that goal at that time, Alan, because they were fading a little bit. The defence was looking edgy. The midfield players weren't getting in the game. That's why I thought a lot of it must go down to Gary Stevens. He gave the ball away and he got them back into the game. But just one point, I think Rush, he's probably as good a player as I've seen him in these one-against-one situations where he's just left with the goalkeeper. He can go either side, left foot or right foot, makes no difference, and he finds that extra yard of pace from somewhere, take it just past the goalkeeper, and no matter where the angle, left foot or right foot, he can get it back on target. He makes it look easy, but it's a hard skill.
30 minutes left for play, certainly of normal time, and of course, for these two sides, so tight, who knows, shall we have extra time for the 5th time in 6 years in a Wembley FA Cup final. There's a free kick to Everton, midway inside their own half. Lightfield, he passed that late fitness test this morning to his great delight, takes it, right-footed, hits it long, using the wind, bounces off the head of Johnston, and just for a second there was a hint of danger as Lineker closed in on Grobbelaar, but Grobbelaar's got the ball. Here's right-footed, drops to Dalglish, controls it, turns away from Bracewell, beats him a second time, beats Sheedy, plays it inside Reed from McDonald, who's worked very hard for Liverpool this afternoon. Good ball out by McDonald to Whelan, far side of the field. Rather quieter time from the Irish international. Ball jinked inside that Everton penalty area. McDonald can't make it before minefield. The clearance by Everton. Lineker can't control it though, short of the halfway line, and Mulvey wins it for Liverpool. Looks up, strikes it right-footed, 40 yards. Johnston jumps with Vandenhard, ball breaks for Nicol. Nicol tries to lay it into the path of Johnston once more, but Ratcliffe is there for Everton. Forward to Reed, midway inside the Everton half. Good ball out to the far side of the field for Stevens. Back to Stevens, the fullback. It's going to head out to the England midfield player once more, Stevens. Back to Stevens, right-footed, first time. Lineker chasing with Hansen. Lineker almost makes it. Sharp with a header, and Grobbelaar punches the ball over the bar. A corner to Everton. What a tremendous piece of thinking by Graham Sharp. He was on the edge of the Liverpool penalty area as the ball went towards him off Hansen's half-hit clearance. Tremendous header, and Grobbelaar did ever so well to save the day for Liverpool. Everton have a corner. What a sparkling second half we've had. Stephen makes the motion to go to take the corner, then the wind blows the flag towards him, finally gets it at the second attempt. In swinging corner, Grobbelaar gathers it neatly under his own post. What a tremendous save by Grobbelaar.
Yes, it was. The ball seemed to be a little danger at first, but Hansen was suddenly put under pressure by Lineker. It was his pace that caused the problem. Hansen's half clearance came across the D on the edge of the area. Sharp did well, really. It was a good head. It was just under the bar, and Grobbelaar was running backwards. That's the kind of thing he's really good at. When agility is required, he's really superb at it.
Yes, it's easy to criticise Bruce Grobbelaar, but you know, he goes ever so well. The Liverpool on the attack, moving along, will play it. Within 6 minutes, Liverpool equalise, and now they take the lead, and once again it was Jan Mulvey who was involved. He won possession inside the Everton penalty area. There didn't seem that much danger at first. He jinked past two defenders, crossed low, and there was Craig Johnston unmarked on the far post. no chance. It's Everton 1, Liverpool 2.
Did ever so well, Bobby. It was his strength that got him through the tackle, drove it across the box, his left footed, and Dalglish had a go at it and he missed it. And I think he put the Everton defender, I think it was Vandenhauer, just put him off a little bit. It came across the 6-yard area. There was Johnson, all on his own, but he can't believe it, Johnson. And, well, all the problems suddenly in 6 minutes have all become Everton.
Well, Liverpool, I'm sure, can't believe it because they started the second half with such uncertainty and suddenly they're in front. Remarkable. But this final, really buzzing now. Tremendous game of football, just what we needed. The two best sides in the country, Liverpool champions, Everton runners-up. And now, I wonder, is Kenny Dalglish just walking away as Liverpool prepare to take a corner, or rather a throw-in? Will Kenny Dalglish take Liverpool as player manager to the double? Johnson, the goal scorer, heads on rather tamely, and Vandenhauer will let it go behind his own goal line, behind for a goal kick to Everton.
It's amazing really what difference a goal makes. At the time that Liverpool got back into the game when Rush scored, they were looking at the worst they looked in the entire game. It just takes one moment really to change everything. That's where a player like Rush counts for such a lot. He transforms the whole team with one flash of brilliance.
I'm sure Howard Kendall can hardly believe it. We were saying only 10 minutes ago, can Everton use their dominance, their temporary dominance as a proof to score a second goal? Well, no, because it's that great, resilient team of Liverpool who pulled 2 goals back and now lead Everton. The ball is back with Grobbelaar inside his penalty area. Ball kicked right-footed from left to right. Johnson's under it. He can't meet it though. It's out of play for a throw into Everton. Vandenhauer, the fullback, will take it. Radcliffe is captain inside, looking rather dazed as well he might. But Vandenhauer throws long, and Everton win another throw in. This one midway inside the Liverpool half. Bracewell will take it. Down to Sheedy. Back to Bracewell. Back to the fullback who hits it right-footed into that Liverpool penalty area. Off the head of Hansen. No Everton player in sight. And Grobbelaar out. Delighted to get his hands on the ball. And to think that Grobbelaar and Begler were squaring up to each other just a few minutes ago. And now all happy in the Liverpool line. Goalkeeper's long clearance against the wind. Good distance on that occasion. Off the foot of Mansfield though. Midway inside the Everton half to Vandenhauer. Inside to Radcliffe. Radcliffe looks up. Left-footed pass to Stevens, which he'll just keep in play on the far side of the field. Everton right. Looking to head it long for Stephen to chase. But Stephen won't meet that one. And Hansen guides it back safely to Bruce Grobbelaar. Ball now out of play as Liverpool makes rather a hash of that attempted build-up on the far side of the field. The referee awarding the throw into Liverpool, taken by Whelan. Still inside the Liverpool half, back to Hansen. Hansen returns it once more to Grobbelaar. And Liverpool, you know, Jim, in these circumstances so frequently can close up the game. They've got the skill, and certainly they're trying at the moment just to calm things down and let Everton do the worrying.
That's right. You want to make sure that Everton don't strike back all too quickly. That's one thing they'd always try and do.
The ball played long for Sharp, just outside the penalty area. Sharp can't control it. Lawrenson does well. Hits it short to Lawrenson, to Johnson. The danger's still not clear. And there was a foul by Lawrenson on Peter Reid. The referee quickly in to sort it out as the two of them looked at each other for the moment. And now McDonald and Bracewell are having words. And there is no love lost on the pitch out there this afternoon. So much at stake for these two teams. Liverpool going for the double. Everton trying to prevent them. Everton have a free kick. We've reached the midway point in the second half. And to take us through the full time, Peter Jones.
And Kevin Sheedy will spot up the free kick for Everton halfway inside the Liverpool half. Takes it with that trusty left foot of his. It's too heavy and too long. So the Stephen running from the right-hand side could never get hold of that one. And we really have had a remarkable transformation here in about 15 minutes, because Liverpool frankly looked ragged in the first 15 minutes or 10 minutes of the second half. Everton seemed to be getting stronger and stronger. And then bang, 2 goals, as Jimmy Armfield was saying. A little bit of genius in the end from the Welsh international Ian Rush. And it's turned the whole scene here Liverpool's way. Ball just below us, and a bit of pushing this time by Craig Johnston, Kevin Sheedy. So it'll be a free kick to Everton, who hurry now to take the free kick a yard or two inside the Liverpool half.
Yes, important, very important part of the game this now. This is the time where Liverpool can try and consolidate. All the effort now must be coming from Everton.
Van den Hauwe takes the free kick for Everton. Below us down the Everton left. Sharp heads up straight in the air. Good challenge coming in though from Nicol, the fullback for Liverpool. Finds Rush. Dalglish on the halfway line starts to accelerate forward. He gets round one, gets round two. Can he play the ball into Ian Rush? He can't. Good running. Ball breaks to Murray. Murray shoots. And in the end it's wide. But again, lovely build-up. Good close control and skill by Kenny Dalglish. In the end was closed down and Mulvey's shot goes wide.
Yes, Everton push forward as they did then in that situation. They've always got that problem of Rush being there. He was the one who got the ball originally, transferred it to Dalglish. Notable too that Mulvey is now getting up there in support, isn't he?
Yes, he's showing his presence certainly, and has done in the last 20 minutes or so. The ball is played deep into touch by Steve Nicol, Liverpool's right back. Everton takes the throw just below us here, and a feeling that possibly now Howard Kendall will use super sub Adrian Heath. I know he hates that name, Adrian Heath, but my word, he scored some vital goals for Everton when he's come on as a sub. He's just doing a bit of gymnastic exercises away there on the sand to our left. Liverpool 2, Everton 1. The ball is deep inside the Liverpool half. Sharp challenges. He's got what he wanted, which is the throw in off the legs of Nicol. And Bracewell races across to take the throw for Everton. And in the end, he leave it sensibly to Van den Hauwe. He's got a much longer throw. Whacks away across from the green turf. Comes up. And in it goes, high inside the Liverpool penalty area. Good header by Lawrence. And shot comes in from Sheedy. That was deflected off, I think, McDonald. And it'll be a corner to Everton. Pressing now on Liverpool, who lead here by 2 goals to 1 after trailing 1-0 at half-time to a Gary Lineker goal. Corner then to Everton. It's played in again, high to the near post. Grobbelaar comes out, this time holds it nicely and firmly as he's being challenged there by Gary Stevens, the tall fullback who's come up for the corner. Grobbelaar holds it carefully. There's a long look downfield. And up in the Scottish Cup at Hampden, it's still Aberdeen 2, Hearts 0. Aberdeen 2, Hearts 0. Here at Wembley in the 1986 FA Cup final. It's Liverpool 2, Everton 1, as the ball is played deep inside Everton territory. Only a half clearance by Ratcliffe. He's helped out by Van den Hauwe though, who in turn is helped out by Reid. Square finds Bracewell, back to Reid, plays it through the gap inside the fullback Lawrenson, but he's quick as Lawrenson. And he got a good couple of yards before Sheedy. And now we've got all the rapturous applause coming in from the Liverpool supporters to our right. I see Steve McMahon there, substitute, doing a bit of limbering up below us as well.
Yes, I think he should be the first one on though. Howard Kendall usually does this, doesn't he? Get behind, start time running out. How long to go? 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Yes, he may throw Heath on.
As the ball is, again, a long way inside Liverpool, half away to our left. Lawrence makes a little bit of a nonsense there. In the end, comes back to make up for his mistake. It could have been a very expensive one, that. But in the end, the ball is cleared. Van den Hauwe just below us in bright sunshine still plays the ball with that left foot of his. Underneath it, Lawrenson. McDonald with a header. Craig Johnston, scorer of Liverpool's second goal, plays it forward. Good head work though by Mountfield. Ball cleared by Van den Hauwe, but he was slipping and skidding away from that. And indeed, just to underline what we were saying a moment ago, we've got Everton's Adrian Heath who'll come on, and Howard Kendall comes out. And I've no doubt has said, do it for me, and Gary Stevens, the fullback, is the one to come off. Adrian Heath cost £700,000 for Stoke City. He scored 15 goals this season, 2 in the FA Cup. He got important goals against Tottenham and against Luton when Everton almost seemed to be dead and buried. Can he do it now for Everton with some 18 minutes to go? Could be a fascinating last 80 minutes here at Wembley, with Liverpool leading by 2 goals to 1. This after Everton went in 1-0 up at half-time. Johnston tries to control it. Good 3 or 4 inches across the line there. Referee was right there. And it will be left to Kevin Ratcliffe to take the throw 5 yards or so from his own corner flag. Lineker being hemmed in by Nicol. Then challenged by McDonald. Mulvey, whose presence has been much more... Oh, lovely through ball for Dalglish through the legs of Ratcliffe. McDonald lays it forward. The idea was there. But again, the accuracy was missing. Johnson couldn't get there. And it's a goal kick to Everton.
It's a funny way up actually what Howard Kendall was thinking about with the substitution. We've got 3 defenders now. Van den Hauwe on the right, Mountfield in the middle, Ratcliffe on the left.
Well, that's Howard Kendall's last card as far as he's concerned here. And one of those defenders, Van den Hauwe, is chasing away on the far side. And Ian Rush comes in and pounds him on the ground. And Vanden Hau himself takes the free kick. Both Welsh internationals together, but with quite different pedigrees. Vanden Hau, long clearance. Good header coming in though from Hansen. He's so commanding in the air, Alan Hansen. I think a lot of people were surprised that he's not been chosen to go to Mexico for Scotland. But Leash and Miller were the central defenders preferred in the end. Hansen's such a good player. Heath gets his first touch of the ball, lays it wide. Vanden Hau tries to lay it inside the fullback, can't, but he's won the throw. We've got 17 minutes to go to 90 minutes here. In the FA Cup final, and Liverpool lead by 2 goals to 1. Vanden Hau will take the throw for Everton, halfway inside the Liverpool half. Cleared again well, though, by Beglin, but then pumped inside the Liverpool penalty area. The header comes in from Sharp. Still 5 yards inside the Liverpool penalty area. Sheedy, can he get the cross in? Good challenge from Craig Johnston. Still gets the ball back to Heath, though. Finds Sheedy. Sheedy's still just inside the Liverpool penalty area. Heath tries the cross. It's challenged, though, by Nicol. Heath comes back to pick up the loose ball. Finds Bracewell. Bracewell 10 yards in from the near touchline. He plays it off the knees of Milby. Will it go into touch? It doesn't, because Nicol's there to stop it, and then Nicol in the end decides to play it into touch because he was under pressure from Peter Reid. So Everton pressing forward here. They've used now their substitute, Adrian Heath. Pipped in the championship by Liverpool, of course, by a mere whisker. And they're 2-1 down to that same Liverpool side going for the double. They take the throw in back to Radcliffe. Bracewell has to slow it down, lays it square. Sheedy, cross comes in from Sheedy. Then a good header. Hansen looking good again in the air. He gives away the corner, but it was safe enough. Pressure again on Liverpool, then away to our left. They lead here by 2 goals to 1. Trevor Stephen will take the corner for Everton down their left flank. Takes it to the near post, looking for the back header. Milby's there as an extra defender. Liverpool clear long from Dalglish, looking for that quick break, of course, from Ian Rush. Radcliffe was there first. He's lost it though. McDonald plays it forward. All Radcliffe can do as he slides to the ground is hit it 30 yards back to Bobby Mims' goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's the one thing they have to watch from Everton. You've got to push men forward now, but when Rush is up there, he must be like a thorn in your side, really.
As Lawrenson goes down, I think that was an accidental elbow to give him the benefit of the doubt. Sharp, but the referee doesn't think so, and he's just having a quiet word, but no doubt a lot of authority. And Lawrenson picks himself up rather gingerly. What a good buy he was from Brighton, Mark Lawrenson, the Republic of Ireland man. And now it's Liverpool's turn to be in no great hurry to get on with set pieces. They're 2-1 up, but it's a slender lead. And Everton will press everything here to at least get one title this season. The free kick from Nicol, still fairly tight to the near touchline. Drops in the touch. It came off Bracewell. Craig Johnston, scorer of Liverpool's second goal, takes it quickly. Dalglish, he's hemmed in by blue Everton shirts, and one of those shirts, worn by Bracewell, plays it back on the first bounce to Mims. Mims lays it wide. Vanden Hau playing the right back position now after Heath came on as a substitute. Long ball from him. Claims for a free kick for the foul, and it's given, or is it? Yes, it is given. Foul on Adrian Heath, who tries desperately to get hold of the ball to put it back for the free kick. And now they've taken the free kick. Trevor Stephen going down the right for Everton, checks his stride, comes back towards his own goal. Vanden Hau is there to help him out, tucks it back to Stephen again. Square to Bracewell, halfway inside the Liverpool half. Bracewell, long ball, edge of the area. Good challenge coming in a fair 1-2 by Hampton. But the loose ball picked up by Sheedy. Bracewell twists and plays it back to Sheedy. 10 yards into the near touchline, the Everton left. Long ball from him. Drops wide just inside the Liverpool penalty area. Little chip ball. Sharp heads the ball back. Reid chops it forward, looking for Heath. Headed away once more. Shot comes in from Lineker. He was falling as he hit it. It was a long, long way over the top of the bar.
Doing well, Everton. They're pushing the game really at Liverpool. They're doing well to sustain it as well. They put a lot of work on the midfield players, but they're sticking at it. Liverpool have money yet.
And news coming in from Hampden Park, and Borough Hearts are in trouble again. They were pipped so dramatically for the championship, which would have taken it back to Edinburgh for the first time in 26 years. They've now gone 3 behind against Aberdeen in the Scottish Cup final. Billy Stark has scored their third goal at Aberdeen 3, Hearts 0. Here at Wembley, we've got 13 minutes by our watch, and it's Liverpool 2, Everton 1. Dalglish trying to go forward. Mountfield read it well, though. We're a bit Everton are pleased that he passed that late fitness test against all the odds, I'm told, this morning to play for Everton. Ball headed back again. Ian Rush is going forward. Radcliffe's there too. Rush still there. Radcliffe, though, his fellow Welsh international, was too strong for him and covered well. Played back to Mims. Vanden Hau, far side, down the Everton right. Everton trailing here by 2 goals to 1. And the ball is 5 or 6 yards inside the Liverpool half. They tuck it into Rush, controls it. Van den Hau comes in to challenge. Illegal challenge too, says the referee on Ian Rush. So it's a free kick to Liverpool. And I've just had another bit of news from Hampden Park. It's that Walter Kidd has been sent off, one of the Hearts players. So they're 3-0 down. They have a man sent off. Not the best of afternoons for Heart and Midlothian. Here at Wembley, time now matters. 12 minutes to go. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. McDonald for Liverpool. Johnson does well to control it. Flips it square. No red shirts there though, where the ball went. Reed with the blue shirt for Everton comes galloping forward. Only makes a mess of it. And Liverpool have the possession again with Whelan. Whelan will tuck it to Rush. Rush is inside the Everton penalty area. He's got Van den Hau with him. Plays the ball back to Kenny Dalglish. Dalglish plays it square. Mulvey's there. Inside the Everton penalty area. Mulvey with a chance. Great save by him. Mulvey was there. And Sean Mims could see the white in his eyes. He saved well there. That would have been the killer for Liverpool. They still lead 2-1 here. Good save by Bobby Mims. Everton have the possession, looking for the quick break themselves. Sheedy, 5 yards inside the Liverpool half. Nicol with some difficulty heads the ball away, then stumbles, picks himself up, cuts a nice little ball to Johnston. Greg Johnson has got much room to move down the right, comes inside one tackle, comes inside two, can't find Dalglish, loose ball to Reed, Reed forward, and that's offside against Gary Lineker. Frightening sight for any defender. Lineker, I think rather stupidly there, goes on and plants the ball in the net, not only because he must have heard the whistle, but certainly Everton wants the time, everything they can get you.
I thought they were 3 behind then. Lovely move again. Rush, Dalglish, and then power really by Mulvey. He seemed to surge through the defence on the left-hand side, and once he got through, I thought that was it because he struck it ever so well. Bobby Mims did well, came out, got his legs there. That's a very good save.
Rush controls it well from the clearance by Grobbler, goes round one defender. He can't get round the second though. The ball just ran away from him there, and Van den Hau did well and played it back to Mims.
This is the 4th defender, of course, you know now, since Stevens has been substituted. It just shows there now, when you've got a player like Rush, and a player with him like Dalglish who can think things out as well, it's going to be a problem for the 3 of them.
And one of those 3, Derek Mountfield, takes the free kick with Rush through offside, edge of the Liverpool penalty area. Sheedy comes in to challenge. Ball breaks loose though. There's plenty of time there for Jim Beglin, with now 10 minutes to go here in the 1986 FA Cup final. And Everton were 1-0 up at half-time, and now 2-1 down to the old rivals Liverpool. Again, Mountfield does well because Mulvey, when he comes in with a challenge, he's like an earth remover. And Mountfield did well there. Clears his lines, little flick on once more by Sharp. Appeals for handball against Lawrence. No, says the referee. Plays it forward. Dalglish inside the centre circle. Finds Whelan, who's come up in support. Whelan will play it towards us. Craig Johnson down the Liverpool right. Comes inside a rather half-hearted challenge there from Reed, which is uncharacteristic. Mulvey is knocked off the ball though. Reed goes forward, challenged by Johnston. Sharp lays it right to Lineker. And Lineker can't quite control the ball. Beglin did superbly there. Lays it square, and Whelan plays it back. And now the members of the constabulary start walking round the arena here, which again is always a good sight if you're in the lead. Rush goes galloping forward for Liverpool on the break again. Ratcliffe to stay with him. He's 5 yards outside the Liverpool Everton penalty area. Mulvey with a little chip to the far post. It's a little bit too far forward, but Dalglish has kept it in play. Plays it back. Whelan shoots. Yard wide. Another good build-up by Liverpool, but so quick on the break. And as you said, Jim, Everton with 3 defenders are fit stretched now.
Yes, looks to be holes appearing. They could have lost another goal there. Rush's pace again was the original problem for Everton. When the ball came across, Mulvey involved in it as well. It's always a problem when they're chasing, but they've got to go for it now. Nothing to lose. Must go, just push them forward. I think they've got to try and get back in their times running out. When you say people, when you see those fleets, they walk out.
That's it. And they're trying to do that though. Stevens takes the ball up from Heath. The cross comes in from Stephen. Robillard watches it going over the top of his head though. 2 challenges coming in, but that was always going to go over the goal line. So danger averted for Liverpool. They lead here by 2 goals to 1. And Bruce Robillard, who's had his moments of eccentricity again, but he's made 1 or 2 good saves and 1 outstanding save. A lightning header from Graham Sharp. We have now 7.5 minutes to go. If Liverpool can hold on, then it is the great double. Only the second team this century if they do it, alongside a great Spurs team and of course Arsenal. But there is still now 7 minutes to go. And Everton will give it all. And they have a throw. 5 yards or so inside their own half, almost immediately below us. It's down the Everton left. Captain Radcliffe takes it. Short, but the sharp challenges tend to be coming in from Liverpool, although Sheedy picks up a loose ball. Wide, Begdon heads the ball away. Donald's there to help out. Nice ball from Whelan onto Johnston's head. Rush there, lovely control from Johnson again. Moby, and he lays the ball wide, and Whelan is galloping deep inside the Everton half. Whelan's just outside the Everton penalty area. Whelan will chip it wide. Rush is there, and Rush has won the cup for Liverpool. A lovely through ball again. The Irishman Ronnie Whelan was there. He turned it to the right, and Ian Rush, deadly, knocks in his 32nd goal of the season. It's Liverpool 3, it's Everton 1. Ian Rush is the hero, because surely the cup now will go to Liverpool, and the double will go to Liverpool. The man is Ian Rush.
Tremendous, really. I still think that when you're going to play like Rush, it's amazing how he can transform a whole game for you. And put in that situation there, full marks to Whelan, he did well. Dalglish made the run to take the player away. Whelan put it across the box, and as soon as it dropped onto his right foot, I thought to myself, that's it. Because he's so clinical at finishing. And he did that. So he's got one goal with his left foot, and one with his right foot. You're not going to bet he's not going to hit on his head before he goes, are you?
Well, as Alan Green was saying earlier, it's a little fact we always tuck away that when Ian Rush has scored for Liverpool, they have never lost. Were they to lose now in the last 5 minutes of the game, I think they would never go back to Merseyside. They lead by 3 goals to 1, and this after Everton were played so well in the first half, and were leading by 1 goal to 0. And here come Liverpool again. They are crushing now. Craig Johnston going down the right, keeping the possession sensibly, gets away from 2 tackles. Moby, arrogance now from a team who knows surely they're on the way. Peter Reid brings down Steve Nicol, and Nicol will be in no particular hurry to take the free kick for Liverpool. And what a season now this looks as if it's going to be for player manager Kenny Dalglish, manager of the year, and it could now be the double for Liverpool FC. My word. In the meantime, Stephen is back there deep inside his own half. Van den Houw, but Everton must feel a little bit desperate now. Liverpool beat them at the last gasp for the championship. They're 3-1 down, but they're still going forward. The cross will come in. Robinard is there and saves quite splendidly. Holds it quite firmly. And if you were listening to us earlier, you'll find that something like 20 minutes ago, he was having a stand-up fight almost with Jim David, his fullback. There was so much harassment. There seemed to be so much argument going on in the Liverpool defence, and Everton looked much the better side. Then came the Ian Rush magic. Johnston made it 2-1, and then the double Welsh magic from Ian Rush makes it 3-1. But there goes Stephen, far side for Everton. Cross comes in. Nicol heads away heroically. Ball is still just outside the Liverpool penalty, the Liverpool penalty, I should say. And then they lose the ball. Rush comes back into midfield, and in the end, Whelan chips the ball 25 yards back. Away to our right, it's the Kop, it's Anfield, it's a great club. 3.5 minutes to go. Liverpool 3, Everton 1.
Certainly can't see Liverpool giving this away. I think they look very confident. Since the second goal, really, it's totally transformed. The way things are at the moment, they could conceivably pitch another one,
Johnson goes galloping forward again. Another good timely tackle, though, by Kevin Radcliffe. Great splendidly as Radcliffe. Back to Bobby Mims. No question of nerves from young Bobby Mims. Lacks experience, but he's been splendid. A couple of very good saves, one in particular from Moby. Here comes Dalglish. In the meantime, Craig Johnston is down on the ground. Dalglish is brought down by Bracewell. Still love lost there. Dalglish has lost the boot in the process. I don't think he would care if he's lost his boots, his socks, his shorts and his jersey. It wouldn't matter, because Liverpool surely now are going to win the double. Craig Johnston still in a little bit of trouble after he was tackled by Radcliffe. There's plenty of time, and now that famous shout of Dalglish, which the Liverpool supporters do so well, and rings round the rafters at their own home, up there on the Kop. We have got 2.5 minutes to go. It's Liverpool 3, Everton 1. Craig Johnston still having treatment for what looks like his left ankle. I think he's up on his feet. He'll stay there now. And it'll be left to Steve Nicol, the fullback, or will he leave it to Moby? There's a yard in from the near touchline, the Liverpool right, and in the end, Dalglish says, I'll do it. My word, it'll be a lovely trip home for Liverpool supporters tonight. Dalglish, back to Nicol, chops it forward, Johnston. Bracewell comes in and puts it 25 yards into the enclosure, away to our right. 2 minutes to go. Liverpool 3, Everton 1. Johnston will take the throw. Left stocking around his ankle. Back to Moby. Good challenge again though by Reid. Gives away the throw. And some of the amateur whistlers in the Liverpool contingent wanting the game to end. There is still a minute and a half to go here. Moby, and all they need do now, obviously, is just keep the possession. No frippery is needed. The match is in the pocket now. McDonald with a header halfway inside the Everton half. Nicol, and he's fouled by Heath. And Nicol himself will take the throw, or Moby's always there. And the referee comes over and has a word with Steve Nicol. I think the suspicion that he did kick the ball at Heath there after the foul had been given. Nicol, Johnston, challenged by Reid. Reid got the possession. Great fight of Peter Reid. Forward just below us. Sharp lays it back to Sheedy. Sheedy's still a long way to go though. And Johnston comes in very well. Challenges him and plays the ball into touch for a throw. But in the last minute of the 1986 FA Cup final, Liverpool 3, Everton 1. Keith, the substitute, plays it wide. Trevor Stephen has got Van der now up to support him. Stephen holds it, then starts to go square, just outside the Liverpool penalty. He's running out of space, I think, a little bit here. And in the end has to tuck it back to Reid, who loses it momentarily, then picks it up again, plays it to Radcliffe. He's going to try a little bit of heroics on his own, possibly. He's lost out on it, though. Dalglish, Rush, and Rush has got McDonald on his right, and Rush looks lethal again, and Rush will play it to Dalglish. Dalglish plays it to McDonald. He gets it wrong. He's serious with himself. We're now moving into injury time, and the cup belongs to Liverpool here. Mims throws the ball out quickly. Sheedy, square to Van den Hauw. Stephen close to the far touchline, the Everton right. Heath goes galloping after it. Can he at least bring a little bit of glory here for Everton? Even if they're not going to win the game, he can't. Down he goes. It came off the legs of Lawrenson. And it'll be a corner to Everton in what could now be their last assault here on this May afternoon at Wembley. They take the corner short, and they'll sing forever here now, the Anfield contingent. Back to Bracewell though for Everton. High cross. Grobbelaar, one-handed this time. Easy, he says. No problem. But that's, of course, always the case if you're 3-1 up with seconds to go. Long ball from Hansen, looking for Dalglish. Dalglish goes into challenge. Lindsay's outside his penalty area, has to clear the ball. Drops onto Moby's head, the Dane, who now just rather arrogantly, quite correctly, of course, the arrogance of success there, plays it 30 yards back to Grobbelaar. Perhaps this is Grobbelaar's last kick. I'm sure you won't hear the final whistle any second now. Here comes Rush again. Rush going forward for Liverpool, and he chips it forward, and Mims saves splendidly. Done so well, Jimmy, hasn't he? What do you think?
Yeah, he did very well there. I thought he just looked a little bit of fatigue, just kept into Rush for a minute there. I thought he was going to go round him, to be honest.
Well, as I say, you won't hear the whistle any second now, but you'll hear a roar. And incidentally, we've got the result of the Scottish Cup final. 4-0 Hearts. It's Aberdeen 3, Hearts 0. We've got seconds to go here. Alan Robinson from Waterlooville looks at his watch. He looks at his other watch. He looks at both linesmen. That's the Liverpool roar. And Liverpool have done the double. Absolutely marvellous scenes then in the centre circle. On the right side there, one of the first men to come out and shake two of the Liverpool players' hands was Peter Reid, a great competitor. Peter Reid of Everton, who will be shattered. And yet now goes up and shakes the hands of the linesman and the referee. Been played in great spirit this cup final.